Kathy's plan to escape with Ben quickly comes unstuck after a chat with Dot piles on the guilt about leaving again. But Ben tells Kathy they have to go through with it to save Phil, as Gavin again threatens her about the dosh, while Jane worries to Ian that Kathy's lying. Ian completely throws her with a shocking revelation, so she tells him about Gavin and their plan, then heads to the police station. She's had enough. Marsden soon arrives in the square, while Gavin learns of Kathy's U-turn. Will he act on his threats and kill Phil? Elsewhere, Kim is conflicted about Vincent after agreeing with Denise to tell him her fears. But later, she puts him in his place after a pep talk with Claudette. Kim thinks he's left forever, but she's proved wrong when he reveals he's bought them a house. Ronnie builds bridges with Roxy after she defends her to Denise. But then Roxy turns up at their drinks with Dean, and Ronnie decides to deal with him. Les admits the truth to a crestfallen Pam. Her world is turned upside down, but when further truths emerge, she makes a drastic decision. Next, it's Corrie. Alia's pushing on with her plans, telling Gary she wants a Christmas wedding, and just about controls her guilt when Izzy says they're perfect together. But Jason's not convinced. He snaps at Alia that she needs to confess to Gary, and later on a night out, he picks a fight with a stranger. So Dan suspects Alia's hiding something, and when she sees Gary and Jason talking quietly, she panics and asks him to elope. Guilty? Moi? The Platts throw out Callum's mum when she comes knocking, and David encourages Sarah to move back to Milan, telling Bethany they need to go for their own safety. Kylie's appalled that David told Sarah she'd chop her to the police if she didn't keep quiet, and she persuades Sarah to take a holiday. But the pressure's killing Kylie, and she breaks down while doing up Gail's room. At the factory, Johnny's out of his depth with a client, and Aidan has to take over, as Carla hires Eva behind his back. Who will win this power struggle? Finally, we drop into Emmerdale. Kane decides to take action when he visits Aaron, who's talking about ending it all, so he slips into Home Farm during the engagement party. Kane heads upstairs to steal some scissors, then walks in and lists the suspects in front of everyone, drawing Chrissy to spit out that she wants Robert dead. Next, he visits Robert and cuts his oxygen tube, then lures Chrissy to the hospital to frame her. Meanwhile, the police reveal they've arrested the wrong person. There's a special hour-long flashback episode on Thursday as the events leading up to Robert's shooting are revealed. But will the culprit be caught? Robert survives Kane's attempt to kill him, but asks for a police guard when he learns Aaron wasn't the shooter. Elsewhere, Paddy's in a mess when he gets a mystery call. Suspiciously, he changes Chloe's contact details in Marlon's phone. Diane and Victoria are stunned that Bernice has agreed to marry Lawrence, but life at the Whites is very different to how she imagined it.